is Andrela Salahay, a second year BSED Science student, and I am here to present to you what is the cell types and its structure.
Cell theory. All living things are made of cells. Cells are the basic unit of structures and functions in an organism. Cells comes from the reproduction of existing cells or cell division. Discoveries since the cell theory. Simple or complex cells. Prokaryotes, the first cells. Cells that lack a nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. It includes bacteria. It's simplest type of a cell. Single circular chromosome. Prokaryotes. Nucleoid region center contains the DNA. It is surrounded by cell membrane and cell wall. It contains ribosomes or no membrane in their cytoplasm to make proteins. Eukaryotes. Cells that have a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. Includes protists, fungi, plants, and animals. More complex types of cells. Eukaryotic cells contains three basic cell structures: nucleus, cell membrane, and cytoplasms with organelles. Two main types are eukaryotic cells, the plant cell and the animal cell. Organelles. Organelles is a very small or microscopic. It performs various functions for a cell. It is found in the cytoplasm, may or may not be a membrane-bound cell or plasma membrane. It is composed of double layer of phospholipids and proteins. It is surrounds outside of all cells and controls what enters or leaves the cell. It is a living layer. Phospholipids. It is the heads contain glycerol and phosphates and are hydrophilic. Tails are made of fatty acids and are hydrophobic. It make up a bilayer where tails point inward towards each other. Can move laterally to allow small molecules. The cell membranes is fluid. Molecules in cell membranes are constantly moving and changing. Cell membranes proteins. Proteins help move large molecules or aid in cell recognition. Peripheral proteins are attached on the surface, inner or outer. Integral proteins are embedded completely through the membrane. Some membranes in plants lies immediately against the cell wall in plant cells. Pushes out against the cell wall to maintain cell shape. Cell wall. Found outside of the cell membrane. Non-living layer. It is supports and protects cells. Found in plants, fungi, and bacteria. Cytoplasms of a cell. It is a jelly-like substance enclosed by cell membrane. Provides a medium for chemical reaction to take place. More on cytoplasm. It contains organelles to carry out specific jobs. The control organelles or nucleus controls the normal activities of the cell. It contains the DNA in chromosomes. It is bounded by a nuclear envelope with pores. It is usually the largest organelles.
More on the nucleus. Each cell has fixed number of chromosomes that carry genes. Genes control cell characteristics. The nuclear envelope is the double membrane surrounding nucleus. It is also called as the nuclear membrane. It contains nuclear pores for material to enter and leave nucleus. Inside the nucleus is the genetic material DNA is found. The DNA is spread out and appears as chromatin in non-dividing cells. DNA is condensed and wrapped around proteins forming as chromosomes in dividing cells. What does the DNA do? The DNA is the hereditary material of the cell. It genes that make up the DNA molecule code for different proteins. Nucleolus. It is inside the nucleus. It disappears when cell divides. It makes ribosomes that makes proteins. Cytoskeleton. It helps cell maintain cell shape. It is also help move organelles around. It made up of proteins. Its microfilaments are thread-like and made of actin. Its microtubules are tube-like made of tubulin. Centrioles. It is found only in animal cells. Its paired structure near nucleus, made of bundle of microtubules. It appears during cell division, forming mitotic spindle. Help to pull chromosome pairs apart opposite ends of the cell. Mitochondrion. It is the powerhouse of the cell. It generates cellular energy or ATP. More active cells like muscle cells have more mitochondria. Both plants and animal cells have mitochondria, site of cellular respiration burning glucose. Mitochondria and its parts. It is surrounded by a double membrane, has its own DNA, called an inner membrane called cristae, increases surface area for more chemical reactions. It is called as matrix. Interesting fact. The mitochondria comes from the cytoplasm in the egg cell during fertilization. Therefore, you inherit your mitochondria from your mother. Endoplasmic reticulum. Its network of hollow membrane tubules. It connects to nuclear envelope and cell membrane. Functions in synthesis of cell products and transport. Rough endoplasmic reticulum or RAP-ER. It has ribosomes on its surface. It makes membrane proteins and proteins for export out of cell. Rough endoplasmic reticulum also has proteins that are made by ribosomes on ER surface. They are then threaded into the interior of the RAP-ER to be modified and transported. Functions of the smooth ER. It makes membrane lipids. It regulates calcium. It destroys toxic substances. Endomembrane system includes nuclear membrane connected to ER connected to cell membrane. Ribosomes, made of proteins and rRNA. It proteins factories for cell. Join amino acids to make proteins through protein synthesis. Ribosomes also can be attached to rough ER or be free in the cytoplasm. Golgi bodies, stacks of flattened sacs. It have a shipping side, a receiving side. It receives proteins made by endoplasmic reticulum, transport vesicles with modified proteins pinch off ends. Golgi bodies. It looked like a stack of pancake. Materials are transported from RAP-ER to Golgi to the cell membranes by vesicles. Lysosomes contain digestive enzymes, break down food, bacteria, and worn out cell parts for cells, programmed for cell death. Lyse and release enzymes to break down and recycle cell parts. Lysosome digestion. Cells takes in food by phagocytosis. Lysosomes digest the food and get rid of waste. Cilia and flagella. Functions in moving cells in moving fluids or in small particles across the cell surface. Cilia are shorter and more numerous on cells, while flagella are longer and few. Now let us see the cell movement with cilia and flagella. Cilia are moving away dust particles from the lung. Vacuoles. Fluid-filled sacs for storage, small or absent in animal cells. Plant cells have a large central vacuole. In plants, they store cell sap. Includes storage of sugars, proteins, minerals, lipids, waste, salts, water, and enzymes. Chloroplast. It's found only in producers' organism containing chlorophyll. It uses energy from sunlight to make on food. Energy from sun stored in the chemical bonds of sugars.
It's caught caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.